Political junkies, buckle up. New Hampshire just picked a major fight with the Democratic National Committee just a short time ago, scheduling its primary for January 23rd, 2024. It's being seen as an in-your-face rebuke of the DNC, which changed its official primary calendar to put South Carolina first. But New Hampshire is following the state's law, which requires their presidential primary to come at least a week before any other. All of that means that in 2024, Joe Biden will not be on the ballot in the New Hampshire primary. Voters will need to write in his name instead. NBC's Mike Memoli is live from Concord. We wanted the view from New Hampshire, and there you are with a key player in all of this. Take it away, Mike.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. I mean, I could talk to you about the importance of the announcement that was just made here in New Hampshire, but let's go to the man who made the announcement, Secretary of State Dave Scanlon. Now, obviously, national Democrats had an idea of when the New Hampshire primary should be. You didn't follow that. Talk about your decision.
Well, New Hampshire has held the first of the nation primary for over 100 years now. And it is a primary that is designed for the people, for the average voter. And the voters in New Hampshire take great pride in making those choices and participate in large numbers on Election Day.
Now, the argument against New Hampshire is that it doesn't necessarily reflect the diversity of the party. That's what President Biden himself has said, and why he chose South Carolina to go first in the line. What's your response to that?
Well, there is no state that really reflects the makeup of America, and no state is more American than any other state. The reason why New Hampshire is important is because it is really the one place where any individual that is qualified to be president can come here, easily get their name on the ballot, and be able to run for president. And maybe it's a fourth grade dream that they had that they want to try and fulfill. New Hampshire is a place where they can go and try and make that happen.
Now, supporters of President Biden here in New Hampshire, they are waging a grassroots effort, they call it, to get people to write in the president's name. Is that going to be successful here, and what kind of complications is that for you as the man who has to help count the votes?
Well, we'll see how successful it is. Obviously, the president is a well-known name, and it should be fairly easy to get people to write his name in. It's yet to be determined how many votes he would actually get. In terms of counting those ballots, the presidential primary ballot has one race on it. It's vote for one. And so it should not be a huge task to have to count a bunch of write-in votes. We're preparing the towns to add on extra help for that counting process, and we still expect results will be reported at the end of the night.
So, Chris, obviously this is a big day for New Hampshire, protecting its status as first in the nation. I was with Vice President Harris, though, on Friday. She went to South Carolina. She called that state first in the nation. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on January 23rd.
Yeah, the president himself otherwise occupied right now, but I have a feeling we'll hear from those folks as well. Mike Memoli and the Secretary of State, thank you both.